Hey there, this is Akshit Madan and welcome back to the third part of complete movie application using Flutter with TMDB API. Right, so in the previous videos we have built till here where we have fetched the data from the API and I've written this load movies function which fetches the data that is our trending movies, top rated movies and TV shows, popular TV shows from the API and we are ready with the three list. Right, now we have to show the data present in these three lists in my application user interface, right? So what I will do is I'm going to create a new folder in this lib folder. So let's create a new folder. I'm going to name this folder as widgets. So inside this folder let's create a file and let's name this file as trending dot dart, because this file is going to receive the trending movies list, and here in this file I'm going to code all the UI part, all the front end part, right? So let's write the code. So first of all I'm going to import material dot dart, and after this I'm going to define a stateless widget because we don't have to change the state in this widget. So let's name this page as trending movies, and yes, perfect. Now it is also going to receive a list from the main.dart, right? So this main.dart is going to pass the trending movies list to this widget. So let's take a list of trending movies. So yes, and this list is going to be final because we are not going to make any change in this list. So let's add a constructor for this field, right? Now it is going to return me a container and I'm going to give a padding to this container, right? So padding I'm going to keep 10 from all the sides. So edge insets dot all 10. Now the child will be a column, and this column will be having some children, and inside this children first of all cross axis alignment. Okay, let's do it afterwards when you will see the need of this cross axis alignment, right? So in the column children I'm going to first of all pass a text. So text will be trending movies, but as you can see that I'm using a very simple font. So let's create a folder in the lib, and I'm going to name this folder as utils, and inside this utils folder I'm going to create a file that will be text.dart, and this text.dart will be a template for every text, right? I want to change the font, but I don't want to change the font every time I'm going to write some text, right? So what I will do is I'm going to import material.dart, and it is going to return a stateless widget, and I'm going to name this stateless widget as the modified text, right? So let's name this widget as the modified text, and this modified text is going to take the text from the widget. So final string text, then it is also going to take a color, final color. It is also going to take a size, final double size, and we are going to create a constructor, and inside return it is going to return me a simple text. uh, yes, it is going to return a text, and text is going to be the text that we have received above, and the color will be okay. So we have to define its style. So in the style I'm going to define a Google Fonts dot I have chosen a font called Bree Serif because this gives a very good look to my movie app, right? It's give a very authentic look. So in this Bree Serif, I'm going to define a color. Color will be the color that we have received above, and font size will be the size that we have received above. Let's save it, and we have to change the font of this app bar. So let's go on main.dart, and yes, here instead of the text I'm going to give modified text, and it is going to be a take a text will be Flutter Movie app. Let's save it. So when I will rerun this complete app, the font is going to change. Yeah, now I can see the font is changed, right? And let's change the background color. I don't want to keep it green, so let's change the background color of app bar. Colors dot transparent I want to keep. Yes, perfect. It looks good. Now let's get back to widgets and trending.dart. So first of all, instead of returning a simple text, let's return a modified text, and it is going to take text as trending movies. It is also going to take size as 26. Let's save it, and let's return in the main.dart. Let's return a list view. So after this app bar, I can return a body, and this body is going to take a list view, and inside this list view I can add the trending movies class. So trending movies, let me see the name that we have given, trending movies. So copy it and paste it over here, right? So it is also going to take a list called trending, and that list is going to be trending movies. Let's import this. Okay, so I'm doing a very silly mistake. That is, I have to define everything inside children. Yes, over here I can define. Let's import this trending movies. Perfect. Let's save it. And I can see trending movies text over here. But it is at the center. I don't want it to be at center. So I will define, now I'm going to define cross-axis alignment. Cross-axis alignment as start. Let's save it. Yes, perfect. Now I am ready to make a list of containers list of all the movies posters, right? So let's do it. So here I have received the trending list from the main.dart. Now I'm going to access the list, right? So after this modified text, I'm going to return a container, and let's give the height of this container as 270. You can give any height, but I've already made this app, so I'm having a little idea. That's why I'm keeping it to be 270, because this looks very good. Poster size is going to be 270. That's why I'm keeping the container size as 270, and it really looks good. So I'm keeping it to be 270, right? So inside this container, I'm going to return a child, and the child is going to be list view dot builder, and it should have an item count, and item count is going to be the length of that list that we have received above. So trending dot length. Now I am ready to build the items for this list view. So let's give a context, and let's give an index, and let's return inkwell. Right, I'm going to return an inkwell because I want to, when I'm going to click on this banner, I want to redirect to the description page, right? So that's why I can define a gesture detector also and an inkwell also. So inside this inkwell, i'm I'm going to define on tap function, but I will define this function when my description page will be ready. So let's keep it on tap like this only. Let's define a semicolon, and inside this main, that is a UI part of this, is going to be, let's give a child will be a container, and this container will be having a width of 140. Here also I'm having a good idea about the width that looks good, that's why I'm keeping it to be 140. You can try your own width and height. So let's return a child, and it is going to be a column. And why I'm defining a column, because it will have two things. That first one will be the banner, and the next thing will be the title of that movie, right? So column, and it will have children, and inside this children we will have a container that will hold the banner of my movie, or we can say the poster of my movie, right? So let's give it a decoration. So decoration will be the box decoration, box decoration, and inside this box decoration I will be having an image. It will be a decoration image, and inside this decoration image it is going to be a image that will be a network image, right? Because I'm calling the image from the internet, from the API. That's why it will be a network image, not an asset image, right? So inside this network image I can define. So now how to extract the poster path or the poster URL from the list of movies, right? So when you will run it, we are printing the trending movies, right? So when I will run it, I can see that, let's first run it only. Let me give it, how can we get it? Let's comment this container first, and let's save it, and let's rerun it. Yes, now I can see a list of movies, and inside this list of movies you will get a poster path. So here you will get the poster path, right? So for every banner of the movie I have to call this poster path URL, right? But this URL is incomplete. This is just the name of this image. So how we have to call this? There, everything is there in the documentation. You can check that out from here, there also. But I'm going to give the general idea how we have to do it. So in this network image, what you have to do is you have to define first of all the basic path. So it is HTTP. Everything, this path is there in the documentation. You can check that out. Image.tmdb.org, then slash, then t slash, then p, then width 500. Then you can add the path. So it will be trending. That is the name of your list, trending movies list at index. So for every movie, you are going to call the poster path. So poster path. So yes, now we can save it, and now what you have to do is we can define the name or the height of this image as 200. So let's give it a height of 200 and the rest 70, because the whole container height is 270. So 200 will be 200 will be taken by this image and 70 will be taken by the name of the movie, right? So after this, I'm going to define one more container inside this column. So first column, then one more column will be there, and it will be having child, which will be the modified text, and it will take the name of the movie. So the title, so like this, you found the poster path, you will again find the title, right? So let's take that. So let's take text. Sorry, text will be trending at index at title. But for a few movies I found that title was not given, right? So what we have to do, we have to do a check. So control X, sorry, if this title is not equal to null, then what I can return, I can return this title. Otherwise I can return a simple modified text. Sorry, I can return text will be loading. I can return it. Let's save it. So I can see the name of this one movie, but I have to do one more thing. This is going to be the axis of moving of the, or we can say the scroll direction of this list view is going to be in horizontal direction. So when the where I have defined this list view, I am going to keep the scroll direction will be axis dot horizontal. Let's save it. Yes, now I am able to see the name of these movies, but I'm not able to see the posters. So here in the console, I can see that insecure HTTP is not allowed. So what we have to do, instead of writing HTTP, I have to write HTTPS, that is HTTP secure. Now when I will run it, I am able to see the beautiful posters of the movies, right? So I know that you will be having a doubt in this part. How I knew this URL and then I added this poster path, right? So basically this poster path that they have given in the API is incomplete. Right, so they just give the name of the poster, and this is the journal format. So when you will just write, let me do one thing. Let me just copy the poster path, copy, and we can paste it over here. And when I will run it and add tmdb API, then you can see that go to this link. You will be able to see that here they have given the complete path. So as you know, I have written this complete thing, then add, then the poster path I had added, right? So this was a simple syntax that I copied there, and I knew that you would be having a doubt over there. That's why I cleared it, and I hope that now you won't be having any doubt. And what does this W500 means? That the width of that we can say the size of the banner is going to be 500, right? Perfect. Now we are ready with the first thing, that is trending movies. But I can see that there is not a good spacing between the items. So what I will do is, so after this title trending movies, I will add a simple sized box, and I will give it a height of 10. Let's save it. Yes, and we can do one more thing. Come on main.dart, and to the scaffold we can give a background color as black color, colors dot black, because this gray is not looking that good. Now it is looking perfect. Yes, now it looks good. Now we can do one more beautiful thing. We can add a heart emoji. Yes, let's copy this from where we can copy. Yes, from here we can copy it and paste it in the title. Save it, and you will be able to see the beautiful heart emoji over here. Like this, you can add the emojis in your text also. And now I think this much is enough for this video, because we have covered a lot of things. And in the next video, I will be covering the top rated shows and the popular shows, like that, right? And the last part, we will be covering the description page of this movie, right? So this much for this video. Till the next content, keep coding, keep innovating, and thanks a lot.